What's going on, guys? It is another special edition of the Morning Prowl at night, another Thursday night special edition. We got a wonderful guest with us tonight. So, without further ado, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to bring in Courtney Britt.
Hi, guys.
Hey, thank you so
Mama
much for joining
Juice.
us.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, we really appreciate you joining us. We can't think of anyone better to have, especially as training camp kicks off this week. And we definitely want to learn a little bit more about what it means to be an NFL mom. We're sure that there's a lot of highs and lows. So maybe we just dive right in with that if everybody's good with it. Like, just tell, what is it like to be an NFL mom? Like, what are some of the things that are just absolutely joyous about it? What are some of the challenges? And maybe what most surprised you about it in Cam's rookie season?
So we are a football family. And so football has been our life, for a long time. Our youngest plays football. Cam has played football. But being in the NFL is so different. Just because I see Cameron and he's my kid, right? But everybody else sees him as like this big, great football star, and he's a celebrity now, and everybody wants his autograph, and it's just like, but it's Cameron. It's Cameron.
He's just a guy.
Yeah, and so his siblings even look at it, and it's like, he's still the guy that, annoys me and instigates fights and, it picks on me and teases me. And so it's still surreal to be like, oh my gosh, he really is playing in the NFL. And this is a dream fulfilled for him. And so just seeing that is just, it's amazing because a lot of people don't get to live out their dreams, right? And some people don't even know what they want to do. And so it's still surreal. It's still surreal. And then seeing him on the field, he turns into this big beast mode guy. He gets calls for being too aggressive and stuff like that. But he's still like a big baby. He's got a soft spot for his mama. He's got a soft spot for his family. He's very family oriented. We're very, very tight knit. So, it's still we're still getting used to all of this.
I am wondering, Courtney, so like lots of little boys have a dream of being in the NFL or being some kind of professional athlete. And I think I did the math, and there's about 1,700 NFL roster spots in any given season. So you can think probably hundreds of thousands of little boys want to be where he is. What was it like, when you started to hear Cam say, I want to be in the NFL, I want to be a football player? What has it been like supporting him through that journey?
So he's wanted to play football since he could hold a football. He started walking at 9 months, and he hasn't put a football down. I think he just knew what he wanted to do from the very beginning, which is unreal. But he started playing in youth football leagues, and then we kept hearing, we're going to see that kid on Sundays. We're going to see him playing on Sundays. And, you hear it, and it's just like, okay, that's fine. Thank you. We appreciate the compliment. But then it started to become reality when he had 2 injuries in high school. So he only played 6 games between his sophomore and junior year.
Oh, wow.
But he gained an offer from Michigan. That was his first offer. And so we were like, well, wait a minute. You get a huge offer like that off of just 6 games. And then his senior year, he attacked the field. He was incredible. And offers just started pouring in. And so I think it really started to become reality. Like, okay, he really could make this into a career because he lives, breathes, and sleeps and dreams and eats football. Like he loves it. Anything football related, he's there. He's on time. He's putting in the work. You tell him to sit down and rest, and it's like, no, I gotta go lift weights, or I need to go run with the guys, or I need to practice drills. He just loves it. He loves it. He loves the game.
No. I mean, you have to in order to play at this level. You have to be obsessed, right?
Absolutely. So we took him to every camp. He was like, oh, this one's coming up and this one's coming up. So we're traveling to Oklahoma, or we're going here and we're going there. You just put in the work, because we knew he wanted to do it. And we saw that he could.
It's a whole family commitment, right?
Oh, yes. We dragged our daughter along, and she's giving up, going to this and doing that. And I mean, we're just trying to be a huge support system for each other. But it's a family effort.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of family, my take, and Courtney, you tell us whether or not this is true, is that the Bengals Nation, the Houday Nation, just wrapped their arms around you all. And I know I got to spend a little time with you and Daryl at some tailgates, and just gotten to learn what an incredible, incredible family that you are. So what do you love most about being part of the Bengals family, and what has that been like?
So, like I said, we're family first, always. We're family over everything. And so it was just so nice to feel so welcomed and embraced. And I mean, it wasn't like fanaticism, right? It was just like these warm, genuine people who love Bengals football. They were really appreciative to have this kid here. and it was like we were hearing comments like, well, thank you for letting him come here. And I'm like, well, I didn't really have a choice, but we're happy to be here. And like Cameron knew he wanted to be a Bengals from the top 30 visit. He took his top 30 visit here, and he came back and he was like, Mom, that was just the most incredible visit. I had the best time. The coaches are great. And he loved the city. He said it reminded him of being in Nebraska, and the people were just amazing to him. And everybody has been. I mean, everybody that we have met. I have not met one person that, we made a side eye to or anything like that. But no, everybody's been genuinely great. Genuinely great.
Well, it's pretty easy to do when we've gotten to meet you and Daryl, who are literally just joy. But this might be a time to throw up a photo. So Whit and I actually got a chance to meet Cam in New Orleans on his birthday.
Yes.
And I could not have asked for a nicer guy to meet. What a gentleman, so kind. We could tell he was probably waiting to like get in a Lyft or an Uber or a car or whatever they take. And he stopped and chatted with us. And I mean, just the sweetest guy you could want to meet.
It was his birthday, and we were like, happy birthday. And he had the biggest smile and came straight up to us and was just, he was great.
And that's what I've heard the most, which makes me the proudest, not of him being an NFL football player, but fans that I have met or people that have met him in the Bengals store or on the street or at a practice have all said he was just really, really nice, mannerable, respectful. And that's what you want, right? You pray and hope that they go out in the world and they do the right things and they're good people. And so hearing that really warms my heart. So thank you for that. And we met him that day. We were in New Orleans, and so he showed us the picture.
I can't put it up right now for some reason, but I'll post it as soon as this episode's over, just to relive the moment, because that was such a fun trip. Anyways, I hope you guys had a blast in New Orleans.
We did. That was fun.
That was, I think I said it when we had Ted on a couple weeks ago, but that New Orleans away game was maybe one of the top away games. Though I am curious, Courtney, in terms of away games.
Yes.
So Cam had one heck of a rookie season, and it got better as it went. So I think we can all say, I bet we would unanimously agree on the one moment that just had us on our knees screaming, and that's in Buffalo.
Yep.
And that's that interception that seals probably the most complete game that Bengals team played all last season. Mm-hmm. Talk us through what's going on in your mind as his mom. And then when you talk to him after the game, what did he say to you?
So the moment happened, and everybody's full of emotion and just screaming and everything like that. And it took me back for a second. I said, you know what? He did it. Like, I echoed what we said on draft night, and I'm gonna cry.
You cry, I cry. So
I'm gonna cry because, like I said, a dream fulfilled. He had worked so hard, and why am I crying?
He's your baby.
Proud mama moment. Nothing wrong with that.
I know. He just worked so hard, and to see it, because we kept saying, like, Daryl and I kept saying, oh, he's so close. Oh my gosh, he's so close. And then to see him come from that unexpected injury in training camp, which was the weirdest injury we'd ever heard of. And then, and then to, you know, finally get a starting role. And because we thought he was just going to be rotational, then he worked his way up to a starting role. And then, you know, it just came full circle. And it hit him too. I mean, after the game, like he didn't let go of the ball. He gave us his jersey, his ball, everything. He was just like, here, you know, and it was just like, wow, you did it. Yeah, you did it. Y'all.
Did you have like a flashback moment? Like, you know how people say like their life flashes before their eyes at different times? Like, was that one of those where his football life and everything that you've seen and witnessed and was a part of and all the blood, sweat, and tears just rushed back?
That and the fact I remember the 2 injuries, the second one in his junior year, he goes, I don't think football is for me. I don't know if I should play football anymore. That's what flashed back in my mind. Because I remember us having that conversation in the locker room or in the field house. And he was just like, I don't know if this is for me. Like, why would God allow this to happen? I said, baby, if this is what you want, like, just go get it. We're just going to rehab. You know, you'll have the surgery. You're going to be fine. Like, God takes you through things for a reason, right? And so this is just another bit of adversity. You'll overcome it and you're going to be fine. And hey, he caught an interception in the NFL. So it's like, look at that. Look at God, you know.
And on one of one of the biggest stages possible too. I mean, the divisional round against one of the top quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
I had a feeling, like, you can go back and check my tweets on this, but I had a feeling that Cam was going to get his first interception was going to come in a huge moment. I thought it was going to be against Patrick Mahomes.
Same.
Week 17.
Yep.
We had to wait a couple more weeks, but he ended up doing it. So can't wait to see what he does in year 2.
I know, I'm excited.
Do snow angels now have a special place in the Britt family lore?
Yes and no. Cam has a thing about snow. We didn't get snow much in Alabama, right? And so it was the night of one of his college visits. One of the college coaches came to visit, and it was snowing. And he gets his brother, and they go outside, and they put on helmets, and they play football in the snow. So I mean, I don't know. He's a weird kid.
Well, I loved seeing like Cam and some of his team going in the snow, and then you got T. Higgins, who's like, nope. And I was like, I'm a Michigan girl, and I'm right there with you. Like, my arms are exposed. I'm not going. No way.
He's just a big kid. He's a big kid. He's a big kid.
That'll serve him well, though. Like, I look back at some of my personal favorite players over the years and like the enthusiasm that they kept throughout their career. And I think it takes you far. Like, when you start looking at it like a job, and it's easy to do. They grind so hard, and it's such tough work on you. But like, I hope he can keep that enthusiasm and that like playful spirit. And I think he will. I mean, based on everything that you say and how you guys are, and everybody says that you're so joyful. It's one of the first things that Bridget mentioned about you guys. So like, he's probably got that in spades for a while.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, Courtney, we just got a couple more questions for you. We want to make sure to honor your time. So Cam did have just one heck of a rookie season. What are you most looking forward to seeing your baby in his second season on this national stage?
So he's trying to become a Pro Bowler. He has some goals in mind on the field and off the field. Foundation wise, he would, why not get the Walter Payton nomination? Like, he's just trying to he wants to do it all. And I'm here to support him. We're here to support him 110%. So whatever he wants to do, we're like, okay, let's strap up our boots and let's get it done. So I think we're well.
You can't get it if you don't aim for it. If you don't have the goal, you can't do it. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's exciting.
So Courtney, I know when we were trying to pick a date, you had mentioned, things have been crazy. We've seen great things on social media about the camps that Cam's putting on and supporting. I was doing a little Googling. So can you, the last thing we really want to talk about is really the entire Juice family philanthropy, because you all are doing a lot of good. I know there's the Juice Family Foundation and then all the work that Cam's doing. Talk to us about the philanthropy and why is that so important, not just to Cam, but to your whole family?
We strive to be servant leaders in our lives because, you know, that's the best way to honor God, right? To just be of good service to people. Mm-hmm. And so we've been through a lot as a family. I had Cam very, very young. And so we kind of grew up together and we've had to use government services. They attended Head Start, Boys and Girls Club. We've had to have a hand up and, you know, throughout parts of our lives. And so it feels good to be in a space now that we have the capacity to give back. Cam says it all the time at these camps and every time he visits like Boys and Girls Club and YMCA, and he's like, I was where you were. Anything is possible if you work hard for it and, you know, just strive to be your best you. His why there is his family. And so we, you know, we just try to do the best we can, right? I mean, you can only do the best you can. And so we felt like our aim is for the youth and the families who might be underserved, who may not even have access to a Boys and Girls Club or to resources. And so we would like to be helpful in that aspect so that they can have a hand up, because it truly does take a village. I know I have a village. It was not me alone. And if you saw pictures from the camp, everyone was related. They were all family. Mm-hmm. Everyone was family that worked at camp. And so family means the world to us. And we just want to do good and be good people, right? So, there's so much other stuff going on in the world. Like, yeah, you just want to shine some light here and there where you can.
I can't love you guys more right now. Really in love. And I'm part of the family.
Absolutely.
I'm over here trying to navigate my browser like NFL Shop, Cam Taylor Britt jersey. Add that now.
So, I mean, we are launching a new website that will be coming very, very soon with some new and improved merch. Awesome. We've done a lot of things in this off season, y'all. I mean, we've been working hard behind the scenes. So, hooday! Well, I hope in the next coming weeks, you'll get some good surprises here.
We look forward.
I didn't put on my Juice sweatshirt because it is just too hot up here. Cincinnati is just way too warm. Courtney, before we let you go, and first off, we are just so thankful for you being generous with your time this evening and coming to hang out with us. But is there anything that the Houday Nation can do right now to support the Juice Family Foundation or any of Cam's philanthropic work?
Sure. I mean, donations are always welcome. We just started this in April. So we're still, really, really brand new. He does have a link on his Instagram page to a donation site. We will launch a foundation site. It's in the works also, hopefully here in the next coming weeks. But yeah, I mean, any donation, large or small, $1, 50 cents, we'll take it all because it all adds up and it all just goes to help do good in the world, Yeah.
Feels like a good time to have a $29 donation button.
I like it. Okay. Thank you, Bridget.
I do some social sector marketing as a day job. So
I know. Let's talk offline.
Well, we'll make sure to pull that link from his Instagram and tweet it out with this episode so that people can find it. For sure. It's very exciting what you guys are doing. We'll keep an eye out on the website.
Yes. Oh yeah, we will
nice
the heck out of
that. We appreciate you guys for being so gracious. I mean, everybody, y'all are just amazing people, and we couldn't be a part of a better fan base. Cam wants to be a Bengal for life, so let's make it happen.
Yeah.
We're first in line, Courtney. There's no argument from us.
Yeah. We call it a fan base instead of a fan base is for a reason, because we like to think of it as a big family too. Like, I'm
It
glad
feels
you're
like
feeling the vibes. So
I am. It truly feels like that. It really does.
good.
Good
That
deal.
makes me happy. All right. Well, again, thank you so much for your
Yes,
time. I know you need to
absolutely.
get out of here because you are a busy lady. So we won't leave you. But I would love to chat with you again. And it was
Absolutely.
the foundation has been out there for a while, and you have some things coming up. We would love to help you promote that. And
Thank you.
because we're very excited about what you guys have in store for the year.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Will I see anybody this weekend?
Are you?
I can't be there.
I might make a last second decision. It's been a weird week for me. And
I understand.
yeah.
If not, I will come find you week 1. I will be there.
Okay.
Yes.
Week 1.
Perfect.
I'll be there all season though.
So I learned that I booked my flights all incorrectly. All is fine, but I do get to come to camp. I will be there on August 13th, which I'm very much looking forward to. So if you are up here, that will be my one training camp day. But I'm so stoked. So excited for it. Camp's the best. All right, and Cam is the best. So Courtney, thank you so much. And we'll look forward to seeing you in some tailgate lots this season.
Yes, you will. Part of our game day ritual.
Love it.
Thank y'all so much.
Hooday.
Thank you. Hooday.
Okay.
It's okay, Joe. I forgive you. I got some club soda, and it's just like new. And I probably would have forgotten had you not brought it back up. All right, guys. How great is Courtney Britt?
I mean, I can't put words to it. The whole family.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think that she'll let me be in the family?
Do we have to talk to Mama Pam about this?
Nope, she wants to do it too, probably.
Well, I feel like that's the energy we needed, because we all know that as Bengals fans, we had quite the scare today. Sounds like our patron saint, Joseph Lee Burrow, is going to be just A-okay. But what were you all thinking when my plane was just about to touch down at CVG and I get the Athletic notification? Joe Burrow carted off at practice. What were you all thinking when you first heard that?
So I think I got on it pretty quick because I didn't even get the ESPN notification, so I didn't have a chance to react to just a headline. I saw James Rapine's video and I was like, okay, just take a deep breath, watch the video. I'm sure it's not as bad as what it looks like. And after I watched it, I was like, okay, I don't think it's serious, but he's definitely hurt. Just I don't think it's season-ending injury. So I had a chance to at least process it myself rather than just reading text. So that's kind of how I found out.
Yeah, I mean, I did what most of us did, and I went into a corner and just puked and cried. Not really, but emotionally, that's where I was at. But honestly, you know what? My first thought was frustration and irritation, because I have just been waiting for Burrow to have a freaking normal off season again. And this was the season. No interruptions, no weird organs needing to be taken out, nothing, no rehab. So that bummed me out. That was my first thing. And I didn't panic as bad as I thought I would, just because when I saw it, I immediately saw the clip, and it didn't look like anything catastrophic, although it's hard to tell. And then the thing that calmed me down was I saw Ocho Cinco's tweet where he it's obviously whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, we're good. Dr. Ocho Cinco has told me it's fine, so obviously it's fine.
Yeah, I feel like if Dr. Ocho says it, we're good.
Oh, yeah.
We're good.
I believe. Yeah, I don't even need a second opinion at that point. I know he knows what's up. So, yeah.
I had to tweet, though, not long ago, because when whoever it was who said, Bengal sources confirm it's a calf strain, and I immediately Google, recovery time for calf strain, and I'm like, is the entire fan base just all at the same time? What does this mean? When are you better? So It does
I
definitely.
love that we probably crash, like as a fan base, single-handedly crash like a WebMD page. That's what I want to believe happened.
Google Analytics are going to get a big spike in leg injury searches in the Cincinnati area.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll have to call their analytics department tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I know. Think of it this way, though. Like, whatever you Googled and found, cut it in half, because apparently this man is like a superhero when it comes to
Bionic.
every time. You know, he's probably fine right now. He healed overnight. I don't know.
I love that. There's a whole image there for me, just like Joe Burrow going in some like cryogenic chamber that is really just his bedroom and walking out. Absolutely perfect. I haven't been paying as much attention to camp. I've been on the road this week, but what are we excited about? What are you all seeing and thinking? Well,
every year for me, I always watch the wide receivers. That's my favorite battle. Don't call me. Headphones cord started swinging again. But the wide receiver battle is always one I'm watching for, and Andre Yosavash is definitely on the top of my list of players I'm looking for. But the DB room is really interesting this year, and I've heard good things from Dax Hill so far. So I'm excited to see him in action, whether it's first preseason game or back together Saturday.
Yeah. I also have been out of the loop with training camp so far, but like I get excited about the stupid things, like the walk up, like when our when our three like mega superstar receivers was like, it's like it might as well be a catwalk. In my mind, it is a catwalk, and that is a red carpet or an orange carpet, and they are walking down and they are serving some looks, and I'm getting excited. Like, that's what I'm here for. Like, I love that moment. I loved seeing the Trey Hendrickson news too. Like, he's my favorite chaos agent currently.
Which Trey Hendrickson news? The deal or the scuffle?
I didn't see the scuffle.
You didn't see that?
No.
Him and Orlando got into it yesterday.
No, but now you know what my Pornhub search is.
Oh, Jesus. Did you?
I don't want to say that because I know my mom is watching.
Did you?
But it's Whitney, a joke, Mom. It's a joke. Uh-huh.
Whitney, did you see Trey's picture today from him signing his contract?
Yes.
So you saw the scratch marks across him?
Yeah.
That was from people trying to pull him back.
Okay, so I'm gonna Google it. Like, I have not been on Twitter today except for to like post the link about Courtney, and that's it.
Oh,
dude.
So I haven't seen a video of the actual
thing, and then I quit internet for the day. So.
I haven't seen any video of the actual like fight, just kind of like the ending of it or whatever. So
I think these are my take on it, and I think there's been other takes on this. This is not an original take. These are two very passionate guys. Our own friend of the show, Teddy K, said, right, Trey Hendrickson is the Bengals' very own Roy Kent. Yep. That's a lot of anger and angst. And then I think Orlando just is really trying to do what he can, like be a Bengal, be ready to play. And I think this is what happens when you get two really passionate people. I saw there was a clip. Orlando apologized to Hendrickson and, just said, I just kind of blacked out for a second. So I think they're all good. And you do love to see this kind of intensity as long as they keep one another safe. That's the intensity we want in the season.
Oh God, yeah. Give it all to me. I love all of it. I have zero issues with this. I mean, there's a difference between, like, you could tell when there's really toxic energy on a team where there's a player that likes to stir the shit and likes to start fights and has an attitude. You don't get that perception at all. I don't, at least from those guys. Those are just, like you said, very intense dudes.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
I watched that video again today. I think it was Ace Boogie that retweeted that piece about Trey Hendrickson and all those players talking about, is it when he was in the NFL Top 100 or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And I encourage everybody to go to Ace Boogie's page because I know it's there at least. and rewatch that clip, it tells you everything you need to know about Trey Hendrickson on the field. Like, everybody talks about what a madman he is and that kind of thing. Teddy mentioned that when we talked to him last week about, how he is on the field versus off the field. So I love it. I love the thought of maybe it's his fault. I want it to be his fault. That he
Trey's?
Yes.
I think
he's an absolute bastard on the field, and
we are not assigning blame.
I am,
and I feel like I read that Orlando didn't know that Trey was as intense as he was in like scrimmaging or like in 11 on 11. So Again, not assigning blame, but
my heart is pounding just thinking of it.
Well, I'm really like training camp is always my favorite time of the year. I love the preseason. There's so much possibility, right? I think our hopes are really high. I'm very jealous of everyone who's going to back together Saturday. We need to see lots of photos. Ty, let us know if you are going to end up there. But anything else on the mind or our collective mind of the Morning Prowl crew? Anything else we want to hit on?
I just want to take a second, and then we can cut this early because, I'm still just reeling over how much I'm in love with the Britt family, and I probably need a moment to process that, honestly, with myself. But can we just talk for a second about that video that Joe did for Body Armor and how freaking hilarious that was?
We do need to talk.
Oh my God. Yes.
What was your favorite part?
Whole SNL skit, and I was here for it.
It was the perfect tone for Joe because Joe is just, direct, kind of maybe a little bit on the dry side. And then Caleb with his personality, those two just matched up perfect for that video.
Yeah.
My favorite is like the free throw. They'll walk me through it. Go in the net. Well, walk me through. I'm going to go in the net.
I mean, it was nothing but net every single one. Like, it's just a stupid swoosh.
I think my favorite was the end when Caleb was trying to get him to go under center, and he's like, "Yeah, if my real center was here, I'd do it."
That's a good time to mention that Bridget and I, with the help of Matt, who is in the chat, Bengals and Bourbon, made some pants for Ted Karras that we hope that he will show sometime. Because have you heard about this, Tyler?
I have not, but I can only imagine.
So it has a handprint on the ass cheek. I want you guys to really picture this. Gray sweatpants. You're welcome, ladies. Gray sweatpants with that handprint on the ass cheek that says Burrow and Brady has touched me here.
Yes.
I just hope he kept them. That's that's like hope number one. Is that
should be wearing them every day. I wouldn't leave my house if I were him without wearing those.
Right. I would.
I'd walk backwards.
That's gotta be like week one, like walking into the stadium attire right there.
Please.
We'd love to see it.
Ted.
We would love to see it.
Ted,
we're like continually to shamelessly promote ourselves.
It's gonna be that runway walk and then like turn and then over the shoulder look.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
I just want him to wear those pants and then bend over one time for the camera. Please, Ted. It's too good. So anyway,
oh my God.
Yeah, that video was priceless. I've watched it like a few times. The 400-pound part was hilarious. He is just so good at the deadpan thing, like you were talking about, Tyler.
Yeah.
So that style is chef's kiss. It was giving like Between Two Ferns almost there.
Oh, yeah. Bit. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
It really was.
Wasn't it? I was waiting for someone to walk up with a potted plant to the side of the
It's a miss not having Zach Galifianakis in that video.
I know.
A big miss.
Maybe next time. All right, guys. If you guys don't have anything else, I don't.
Let's wrap up the stressful day. I think Bengals fans, we can all take a collective breath. We'll be fine.
Dr. Ocho Cinco says it's fine.
It'll be great. And it really is. If someone's gonna get carted off, and we've heard it's the easiest way to get from a practice field to the training facility. I don't know. I think I put this on Twitter. I got an MRI at the Bengals stadium a few weeks ago. And I'm not going to lie. When I read that Burrow would probably get an MRI, I was like, he's going to be in the same MRI machine that I was in. They have a signed Joe Burrow cut out in that pro scan. And I'm like, I should have signed my name under his. Just for him.
I think that gives you like 1 degree separation to Joe Burrow. So good job.
It does.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, folks who are either listening live, watching later, let us know. We've been lucky. We've had 2 incredible off-season guests. We certainly want to have some more. We know it's a busy summer for us, for folks you might want to talk to or hear from, but let us know who else you'd love to have on the show. And some, unexpected ones, maybe.
Yeah.
Of course, we'd all love to have the players that we've fallen in love with so deeply. But if there's other folks, let us know. We're happy to see if we can make a little primetime episode happen.
Yeah. And don't forget, we apparently can make people cry. So, that's what we're here for. If you want to cry, we'll do our best Barbara Walters, and we will try to make that happen too. All right, guys. Shoot. It was good hanging out with y'all. I miss you.
Yes,
we'll be together soon.
It's like our training. Oh crap! I'm scaring everybody. Scared the cat. I scared myself. I hit my phone. But anyways, it's like our training camp kicking off today. So
yeah,
glad to get back in the swing of things here.
Right.
I wish I had on cool bike shorts.
I'm the cool bike shorts.
I don't know. I feel like that's what they wear. Cool bike shorts. Man bike shorts.
If this is camp, I've already pulled a hammy. All
right.
We got carted off within the first 15 minutes of the first practice.
100%.
Do some stretching. Drink your water.
And your body armor.
Your body armor.
Exactly. Get your body armor in you. Oh, shoot. Hoo day, guys.
All right. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hoo day.